All right, and we are live. Greetings, internets. My name is Eric Padreg. I am the project designer for Haphazard Projects, and this is the first episode of the second mini-series for my Fallout stories using Savage World system. The first mini-series, we didn't have too many players, but that was all right. We had a lot of fun. This one's going to be a whole lot different. For those of you watching at home, the survivors of the last story are actually going to be in this story as well. So there's that. I think that's all the basics. So why don't we start introducing the players? Somebody take it.
Alright then, I'm Nestor, also known as Mining Nerd. I will be playing Jason, the sharpshooter who now turned a bit cybernetic, who loves Galaga and is a private first class.
Okay.
And I, as always, I'm playing Sparky, who's the quirky little engineer that everyone loves, that may or may not have an obsession now for his flame spider bot that he totally needed to name Flamey before stuff happened. Because he's now like, am I dead? Is this a dream? Let's see what the electric sheep will tell me.
Interesting little bit there you threw in there at the end, considering how the story is actually set up. Okay, and last but not least, we have a new player joining us.
I'm Dylan, also Mega Brick. I'm going to be playing Flint Eastwood, no relation to Clint Eastwood whatsoever, who's also a sharpshooter, who has the 44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the West.
All right. Okay. I'm going to give you guys the intro. Let you pick it up right there. Essentially, actually, has everybody read The War Never Changes, the history of that?
Yeah, I read it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I skimmed it.
Do you want me to read it?
No,
It's up to you if you want to.
no, I just want to be surprised. Let's see what happens.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. So, you wake up. You're extremely cold. Everything is, you get the feeling that it's just iced over, like almost you've been dumped in the liquid nitrogen and just froze up. That's how cold it is. That's, you know, all the frost all over everything, but it doesn't hurt. And in just a few moments, lights come up inside this pod or whatever it is that you're in, and you start to warm up a bit. And, you know, your breathing becomes normal, and you know, after about 15 minutes of that, you pretty much feel like yourself for the most part. The pod doors swing up, giving you plenty of space to exit the pod, and you find your original armor or clothing, whatever it was that you wore, right next to your pod, along with all of your equipment that you had up to the end of the last game. Yeah.
Do I?
Yes.
Yes, I find Flame
Now-
Spider Bot.
Now he he's been disassembled so he could be easily moved. But all the components are there. So, all right.
All right, my guy's gonna get all his stuff together and immediately look for a mirror.
There's really not one in there.
Or some reflective surface that he can look into.
Not really. I mean, the closest thing would be the plasteel on the front of the pods, but they're all opened up, and plasteel is actually on top of it. You know.
Oh well, he's gonna get over it because he's got this chilling feeling like. Ugh.
No, I'm telling you, he feels normal.
Completely ignores everyone else and starts reassembling Flame Spider Bot. Totally naming you Flamey this time. This time I'm naming you Flamey.
Well,
Yeah,
actually, before you get a chance to do that, you hear the intercom system spark out, and a voice begins to talk. Welcome to Vault 143, Bastions. Allow me to introduce myself, or remind you who I am. This is the voice of Overseer Orion from Vault 82. The system in this new vault is programmed with your vocal recognition protocols, as well as secondary programming in line with your new mission parameters. The vault will unlock in 12 hours, giving you time to familiarize yourself with the newly available tech and the profile of your native allies in this region, codename Pathfinders. The security of their location has been compromised, and your first mission is to ensure their safety and secure their aid in the overall mission at hand. Vault 9 is located in Fort Collins, Colorado, roughly a 3-hour drive. Godspeed, Bastions. We will leave the vault door open for you as long as we can. Okay, so that's what you guys hear. And before you went under, you knew that you were going to be basically trained for the new environment that you guys were going to be in. So that knowledge is already in your head. You know, you feel really healthy. You've got a real positive outlook. Because of the training and the stems that they didn't put you in, basically making you even more closer to a super soldier akin of Captain America. Also, you'll be using an updated model of Pip-Boy. It's the 2000X, X because it's experimental. This one has everything. This one's got VATS, it's got radar, it's got multiple light signature reading. It's pretty much just like what you would be able to do with your Pip-Boy in Fallout 1 or Fallout 2. So, and it can display combat and show weaknesses and whatnot for aim shots, just like it does in the original game. Basically, everybody, the way it works, guys, with the action points is you have 10 action points, and it's 5 to make an attack, and it's 5 to move your normal pace. So you can take chems to speed up recovering those points back faster, or just getting bonus action points. You can spend these bonuses on making multiple attacks without the normal penalties. So I just wanted to make sure you understood that going in. But you guys feel that the program has actually taken very well, considering the fact that everybody's got computer training now. You know a fair amount about the area. You know that Wyoming had like nearly 50 silo sites, and a great many of them were vaults. So hopefully that will help you guys get around and take care of the mission. But like I said, you guys have about 12 hours before you're expected to go when the doors are set to open.
Question.
Yes.
I'm curious to know, do we have the card thing like last time?
What?
You know, where you extracted the card for each of us that we can use?
Oh! You
Or
got a
was
Benny
it
for that.
two?
You got a Benny for that.
Okay.
Reminding you that that deck was going to be used.
I cannot believe I forgot about this. Ladies and gentlemen who are watching at home, he is talking about the action deck, okay? Now let me just... This is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, okay? It's like a normal deck of cards, except it says Adventure Deck. And on the other side, it's just got random stuff on it. And the random stuff is basically events that you can force into play at any time that the card says it's relevant. Like, here's a classic one that you'll probably realize very quickly that they got the idea of it from Firefly. If you're a fan of Firefly, there's no way you won't remember this. But it's called Turncoat. And the quote on the card says, "How much are they paying you?" But the effect is your hero somehow convinces or bribes a minor foe to perform a small favor, such as helping you escape, revealing the location of the boss, etc. So basically that's how Jane and Captain Mal first met. I just think that's cool. And they have a lot of other pop reference stuff in these decks.
Like the card Parlay, where everyone has to sit and watch you talk.
Now, there's also the action deck. This one is not so different from a normal deck of cards. The only thing being is that there are 4 jokers, one for each of the diamonds, hearts, clubs, the suits. That's what I was looking for. And these are mainly used for initiative or just random things that I need a quick number for. I will use the action deck more than I will use Dice Stream, but Dice Stream is going to be left alone until I'm actually rolling to hit and all of that. So with that in mind, let me put down the mic for a second. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the deck because I did not shuffle it from the last game I played, which was Call of Cthulhu. That game goes on tomorrow. Same time, same place, same characters.
Yes, the samurai, ninja, and monk.
Yeah, but that'll be tomorrow. So, all right, bear with me because I'm not very good at shuffling cards. And plus, these are really slick and glossy cards. They're extremely high quality.
Mm-hmm.
I've been using these things for 5 years now, and they still look like they're brand new. I do want to mention while I'm doing this, if you haven't taken a look at it and you're a fan of Numenera, you deserve to be shot. Monte Cook Games is doing a Kickstarter right now for a new series of game books. And if you're into Numenera, you definitely deserve to check it out. It's a really good deal. They're going for $130. You get every single book that comes out. Right now, that's at 5 books. So that is a steal. But they've got all sorts of rewards for every level. Nobody gets left out. Everybody gets something. So if you're a fan, definitely check that out on Kickstarter. It's Ninth World KS. And I'm sure you'll see plenty of links for it. I've just been trying to pump that game so it gets more attention. And, at least stop by and check it out. Now that I'm shuffled, I'm going to stop ranting because Numenera is just a really kick-ass game. Okay, Adventure Deck. We're going to start on my left with Flint Westwood. Okay. Your card, Teamwork. Your hero and any adjacent allies add +4 to the next trait rolls. The allies must be adjacent when the card is played to receive the bonus.
Is there anyone adjacent to me?
Not right now.
Oh.
That's usually when you guys are trying to do something together, or you're stuck in combat. You'll know when I start describing combat if you're adjacent to somebody, because I draw maps and pop them up there. Okay. Next one. Second Wind. And let me see. Play on your hero to automatically remove all wounds sustained in this combat, but not crippling injuries. If he is shaken, he is now unshaken as well. That's a very nice card. And last but certainly not least, uh-oh. Spill the beans. The subject of your questioning tells you everything you want to know, whether by friendly persuasion, intimidation, or force.
And this is for...
That's for, yeah. It's for Sparky. I think it's appropriate, The new guy got Teamwork. The guy that gets beat up the most got Second Wind. And then our crazy engineer, of course, gets to intimidate somebody. I just think this is going to be a fun little session here.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to give you guys actually 2 cards this game.
Oh, that is very generous.
Well, I've done it before. It's like in the Cthulhu game, I gave everybody 3.
Oh, yeah, because it was Cthulhu.
Yeah. And I didn't want anybody to die. So, back at the top to Flint Eastwood. I show the cards, but you probably can't see them very well. But let me see. This one is Here Comes the Cavalry. Help arrives on the scene from some source determined by the GM. So in this instance, it would probably be the Pathfinders that came to your aid. But we'll just have to see what happens. And the second one, look at that. Turncoat. You already know what that one is. We just talked about that.
Literally anyone. Well,
What's it?
any minor character.
Yeah, minor foe.
So basically, I can take a lot of hits, and I can bribe any minor foe.
Pretty much. Okay, and last but not least. Uh-oh. This is Seize the Day. The character acts as if he had drawn a Joker this combat round.
Oh, God, that is disgusting.
Yeah, it would have been more disgusting for one of the sharpshooters, but I mean, for many of you guys, that's going to be impressive.
Hey, I always start my sessions nowadays as Seize the Night, so it kind of fits, which is even funnier when you think about it.
Oh yeah. So like the recording said, you've got about 12 hours to look around, see what you guys have access to. The whole platoon is not going out with you this time. You're just gonna have like 4 or 5 new guys. But
The guys we were with when we were put on ice are probably still training.
well, no, they're the ones that are going to be keeping the vault doors open for you guys' return. You know, so basically a squad of, you know, your the Bastion program is going out. So, you know, the other 3 squads, basically 30 people, are staying behind to maintain the security of your base.
Well, Jason's probably gonna get all his stuff together, you know, ready his gun, and if he has extra time, he's gonna play some Galaga.
And you know what Spark is doing? Oh yeah, Spark is making Flame your reality now.
No. The video actually gave you guys your first clue, and I think nobody caught it. But remember, you guys, the last miniseries was in Florida, and the recording you heard said that the place you should be going to is in Colorado. Now, that's over 2,000 miles of distance.
Yeah, the thing is, in character, his first priority is Flamey. Then he'll look over the mission parameters, and then we'll see what happens. So that's the only reason why I haven't said anything.
Okay.
Well, Jason's gonna look at the briefing, look over everything, all the mission parameters.
Yeah, basically, it's going to involve a lot of travel, but the basic mission is to ensure the security of other Project Bastion vaults, specifically Vault 9, 32, 114, and 119. And you should also be looking out for the Project Pathfinders. I'm
assuming Pathfinders were the other attempt that they had to making super soldiers?
No, they're just Bastion soldiers that have different specializations than you guys do. They just have different training. That's it. So, yeah, they're going to be around to help you scout things out and get it set up and investigated and all that kind of stuff. Let me see here. And there is something in the mission briefing saying that you might be able to find some VIP packages in some of the other Bastion vaults. And you guys have mission priority with it. So if it's being used, you can shut it down and take it with you. But the security of those 4 vaults that they mentioned is basically your priority. You know, your second priority is the Pathfinders. You know, so anyway, that's basically everything you get from the briefing, but it does show you a dossier on the overseers for Vault 9, 32, 114, and 119. For Vault 9, his name is Graham Jackson. He was basically a mechanic when he was younger. He's about in his late 40s right now, and he's the overseer there. At 32, let me see here. Axel Hagen. I want to make sure I get these names right. And he started off with security specializations. He's about in his early 50s as overseer of Vault 32.
Oh my God.
What? What? I could have swore somebody said something.
Nestor is AFK right now.
Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah, I was I'm looking at my notes, so I'm not actually looking, you know, at the camera right now. At Vault 114, it's Douglas Benton, and he's pretty much been in the politics. Grew up as a overseer's son. Everybody liked him, so he's running things at 114. And at 119, they apparently run 119 with a council. A council of 5 individuals, but they don't have any intelligence for them. Vault 9 is oh, I have a map for this. Why don't I have this already set up? I mean, like, I have an actual map. There you're at. I just had to find my bookmark for it. Hannah, shut up. Apologize, my dog is trying to break out of the front door.
And in the meantime, Sparky is singing to Flamey, "Blood Brothers, we're Blood Brothers."
Okay.
Right when Flint gets out of the chamber, and sees his gear, he's gonna like inspect every piece, make sure it's in working condition, and then put it where it needs to be gone, like putting on the armor, holstering the pistol, collecting all the gear in the rucksack.
Okay, yeah, absolutely everything that you expect would be there. Everything's been pristinely cleaned. Your uniform is pressed. The armor is all the armor is actually better than what you were probably wearing when you went in. Just everything was done perfectly. Okay. Now then, and he's not here, so he's going to miss out. So I'll screen share with you guys. Okay. So can you see my pointer moving around?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Good, good, good. Right now, you guys are in Casper. Okay? That's where this vault is. 143, I believe it was. But let me see here. Back to my notes. Okay. That's Vault 9. Vault 9 is over here in Lander. No. And they've got this scaled at, it looks like an inch is 50 miles. So it looks like it. I might be wrong. What's our next one? 32? 32 is going to be very, very nice. 32 is Laramie. Oh, wait, no. No, I'm wrong. No. You guys are in 43. 43 is actually here in Cheyenne. Like outside of the city itself, but Cheyenne was the capital city. And then Vault 9, keep clicking on the wrong thing. Vault 9 is in Casper. 32, come on, click the right thing, is in Lander. 114 is at Laramie. And 119 is down here between Fort Collins and Greeley, but the exact location isn't known. Like, you don't know the exact location of these things, but those are the areas you're going to have to go to, because somewhere in that area are the vaults that you're looking for. So you're going to be moving around a lot in Wyoming, which is wide roaming, just grasslands for the most. Oh wow, I did not want to do that for the most part. But it's also got a lot of forest areas, and Yellowstone is not too far away. Beautiful out there, by the way, just absolutely beautiful. And of course, you can see, you're on the Rockies, basically. Cheyenne is an altitude of over a mile. So, anyway, I just wanted to make sure that I showed that to you guys, and I will keep the map open. Okay. Okay. Just to give you an idea of everything. So, Nestor, are you back?
Yeah, but no, my dad will have to go I'll have to do something in about an hour.
Oh, okay. Well,
It won't take long.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say we can just take like a break when that happens, but I showed you. I was showing them the location of the vaults on an actual map. So I don't know how much you saw that, but I'm going to leave the map open.
All right.
So everybody's pretty much gathered up their gear, and everybody's staying in the same area. It would look like barracks, but you've got these weird pods, all over the place instead of a military cot or anything. There's a large cargo door on the south end of the building, and there are three regular doors on the north of the building.
I'm assuming the vault's pretty much the same as a regular Bastion, facility, except
Well-
for the pods.
Well, each vault is designed specifically for whatever their mission was. This vault was designed to use the cryonetic experimentation to train you.
Sorry about that. I am completely sorry about that.
Yeah, that's cool. Not your fault. But this vault's mission was keeping you guys in cryotic stasis, making sure that they could implant these memories of the new skills that you have, and basically to make sure that you can wake up and start the mission pretty soon. But they gave you a fair amount of time to get familiar with the vault, because this is not a mission like it was last time. There's no timetable on this. Instead of having to do all that traveling in 12 hours, there's no time limit on this. So
And
it's just a matter of you guys. It's just a matter of you guys looking around and seeing what else is there, or I mean, hell, you can head out right now.
Oh, I'm assuming we still have plenty of time to look around, right?
Question.
Yeah, you guys have 12 hours to look around. What's your question?
Can I find a chair, kind of like for an automobile?
You mean like one of those? What are they called? That help you slide under the underneath of a car? Automobile?
It's like the seat that you'd find in a car, but a front seat, not one of the back seats.
Well, if the vault has a garage, I mean, certainly there'd be extra parts in there.
Okay. And he contemplates, let's check the garage. Come on, Flamey. I'm going to make you better.
Okay. Well, you make your way.
Oh god, I'm assuming he's gonna mount a passenger seat on the top of it.
Exactly.
Well, you get into the garage and you find, plenty of raw material to work with. No energy sources. I mean, they've got regular vehicle batteries. But
Ooh, I've got regular vehicle batteries. Okay.
and there's, they have exactly what you need. You'll have to do a little bit of work to it to make it the way you're going to need it. But that really shouldn't take too long. But you've got enough material, and if you spend enough time, it won't get done in one day. But if you spend enough time, reshaping everything, then you would be able to add basically a layer of armor on top of your robot.
Ooh, okay. Even better.
Okay.
Nice. I like this place. I like this place a lot.
All right.
I go over to Sparky and say, technically we're like over 200 years old.
And then it dawns on him.
Yeah, they forgot to mention that in the briefing.
Yeah.
So most likely everyone we knew was either put in cryo or
The entire Bastion project that was in your vault, Vault 82, down in Miami, everyone you knew except for the overseer and the supply officer. They're all in this room with you guys. They were all frozen, woke up the exact same way.
Yeah.
You know, no casualties.
So then like James realizes, oh sweet, my buddies are also with me.
Yeah.
Which means when they
and-
wake up, he will be able to tell them that story that they've been waiting to hear now
And,
for 200 years.
The other thing is, if Edgar comes back to the game, you know, he'll be playing the same character, and I really I want to see Tuck. I want to see Tuck in this game so bad.
Mainly for the story element, right?
Yeah. And I'm sorry, we're like talking over your head about stuff that happened last campaign. I apologize for that.
I mean,
do
people
you
who are
have?
watching and any new players can just rewatch the first miniseries.
Yeah, that would probably be a lot of fun for you if you wanted to really get to know like what happened. Would be to go and watch all those videos. I have them on all on my YouTube channel, and if you want that, I can send you a link. It's a lot of fun, and I run a lot of games, so you'll see a lot of stuff up there.
Yeah. Sparky is like, he's looking at your character weird, but then he's like, did you dream of electric sheep?
No, but
Wait, what? Why? What's wrong? Do I have something on my face?
I remember a novel that I used to read during my basic training. It was a sci-fi one. I think it was over 200 or 300 years old. Wow, I'm getting old now. I'm really old now.
The program that they put you guys in was known as Sheep.
Yes.
And that stood for what?
Superhuman Experimental Elite Program.
Basically,
Yes.
a training software that they developed.
Yep.
Yeah, specifically so that they could put the training directly into your mind.
Yes, and now Sparky's making jokes.
Making sheep jokes.
Sheep jokes. Electric sheep jokes. To be precise.
All right, dude, get a Benny for that.
My guy's still thinking, but my guy's Jason's thinking, why? What was the look for? Is there something wrong with my face?
No, it's perfect the way it is, but not as perfect as Flamey, my love. I need to work on you. work.
Why don't you go
Jason,
ahead? Why don't you hold on here? Why don't you get Sparky to roll a engineering check
Okay.
or repair, whichever one's higher.
Wow.
Okay, so 6 plus 2, 8. I have an edge.
Oh yeah, I know. So basically, you've gathered enough material to put this thing in heavy armor, but not only would that take more time, it would slow the robot itself down. So it's up to you, but you can give it light, medium, or heavy armor.
I was going to give it a passenger seat. And then worry about the armor.
You've got enough material to rig a passenger seat and give yourself a little bit of armor so it protects you as well.
So which armor goes?
it would be basically when you're sitting down. You're sitting down like this. So you got armor to your back, you got armor to your left, and armor to your right, but you have a clean shot forward.
Hmm.
You
Yeah,
know,
and
and you can even make sliders on each wall, so you can open it up and take pot shots out of those.
Mhm.
Close it back up and be safe.
Yeah, and the thing is, I have the flamethrower, hence the name Flamey on the bottom side,
Yeah.
so that it's kind of like this, you know, the same way a spider would spit his venom. Although this is not venom, this is actual napalm, but whatever. Yeah, I'm going to use, I think it was medium armor, in which I have mobility, but it's not slowing me overly too much down.
Okay. All right. So Flint is being kind of quiet over there. Do you have any thoughts or anything you want to do?
I guess Flint is kind of in the corner, like drawing his gun and then holstering it again over and over, just practicing, getting a feel for it.
Okay.
Jason's gonna walk over to the to this guy, considering he hasn't seen this fellow at all. And
You've seen each other around. Okay, you know basically everybody that's in your platoon because you'd have to because you were all trained at the same time. You know, so you know him. You've just never worked personally with him. So
I mean, Jason's sort of like just walking over and extending a hand. It'll be a pleasure to work with you, Flint. As Jason's sort of thinking back to a very old movie that he watched with his family.
what
Yeah.
movie?
Let's just say that it had some bearing to the name Clint, so that's why he's sort of chuckling to himself when he hears his name.
Yeah, as you extend your hand, Flint's gonna spit in his and shake yours.
True cowboy, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to get a Benny for that. Now,
Ugh.
hold on.
Jason's slightly.
Every character starts with 3 bennies at the beginning of the game. You can use a benny to re-roll a trait roll that is a lot lower than you need it, or you can use it to resist damage, or you can use it to soak damage. And there are a couple of other things you can use it for, but that's pretty much it. But the main thing is getting rerolls on your skill checks and things like that. So whenever you do something that's like really cool and in character, I tend to give bennies because they get used a lot. So yeah, that's what you get. But you have 4 bennies now. 2 of you guys have 4 bennies, and you haven't even left the damn place yet.
5, bro. 5.
Oh God, that's right. That's right. We got a
Oh,
lucky
yeah.
bastard in the group.
Oh wait, he took luck, didn't he?
He took what?
Did he take
No.
luck as an edge?
No, you did. But I did 2 things that I got bennies for this session, and I didn't
Oh, yeah.
even leave the bunker
Oh yeah,
yet.
that's right. That's right. I did take luck as an edge in one of the sessions that I got experience in.
Yeah. Well, all right. Anything else you guys want to do before the vault door opens? I mean, you still haven't explored the place. You have no idea what else is there.
Now,
Well,
after,
Jason's gonna take the time to actually explore it.
yeah,
Okay.
See what Bastion gave us as far as like toys are concerned.
Okay.
yeah, after Sparky's retrofitted Flamey, his blood brother, He he's looking at the menagerie of pistols that are there so that he may best take pot shots from the windows that he created. His newly created windows, by the way. He's
Yeah,
contemplating.
you guys find the armory very easily.
Yay.
And there's a lot of stuff you guys have never seen before. There are energy weapons that look like, they were probably made while you were asleep. The technology must have really just bounced up high. Um, all of your original heavy weapons, except you also now you see missile launchers. There's also things like crossbows and slingshots, and the Vault Tech finally released a 9mm pistol that's easily customizable. Um, the 44 revolver. I think no, the Desert Eagle was there for the last one, and then the Vault Tech laser pistols and rifles, Vault Tech plasma rifles and whatnot. What overcharge if you're looking at the weapons, the plasma weapons have a note that says overcharge, and what that means is you pull the trigger and hold it, basically for either a count of 5 for the pistol or 7 for the rifle. So it's pretty much what you're doing for most of your round, because that's essentially 5 action points or 7 action points that you're just sitting there. But then when you let go, it fires one big plasma charge that's equal to someone being shot 10 or 7 times.
On
And
that
the pistol,
note,
the pistol can do the same thing, but it will just empty the clip and it will do 5 shots.
Yeah.
well,
And
in that
there's
case,
a new
my
type
guy's
of armor.
gonna. Go ahead.
They have the Phase 2 Bastion security armor, which has more protection on it. It still doesn't hinder your movement, but it also it's designed to take heavy plasma shots. So there are a lot of melee weapons that were added too, like the plasma sword, the solid light projection sword, vibroblades. You guys have access to the Ripper. The Ripper is awesome. If you guys remember that when you do damage, if you do damage with a raise, you do, extra damage. Basically, you get to roll extra dice, right? Now, if you roll that it allows you to roll that second time. You rolled it once, and then you can roll it a second time. If you get another raise, you can do it again, up to 3 times. So you could end up with 3 extra dice of damage. The Ripper is just disgusting. It's basically a knife with a chainsaw blade on it. The bang stick's still there, brass knuckles, survival knife, switchblade, and whatnot. But yeah, there are swords. Nothing really changed with the grenades, but they've got arrow types that Hawkeye and Green Arrow would be lusting over. So that's all there in the weapons and armor, and there are no new chems. The next miniseries will introduce the last of the chems that are actually in the game. So
Yeah. So for my loadout, I think I'm going to get my plasma sword and Ripper.
Okay.
That sounds cool. I'm still keeping my 10mm VD-Sec, but I'm adding a 10mm ETS as well.
Wait, 10 millimeter ETS?
Yeah, there's an ETS here.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Trying to remember what ETS stands for. Oh, yeah, the electronic triple shot. This was something that I saw on Future Weapons a couple of years back. And it's a really small pistol. I mean, it's literally like maybe that big.
Yeah.
But it's got 3 barrels that are shaped like this.
Yeah. I'm
And
good with that.
you pull the trigger, it shoots all 3 bullets at the same time. There's no recoil. There's no smell of ozone or burns or powder residue or anything like that. It works by projecting electrically each rounds. So if you need to do something quiet and you need them to get hurt bad, the ETS, the 10 millimeter ETS, is the best thing you could get.
Yeah, that's why I'm picking that. I'm picking that one up, and
Alright.
as my chem, I'm looking for which one was with the heal rolls. Oh, apparently we have a super stem pack now.
Yeah, yes, there's the regular stem packs and the super stems.
Okay, weird, but sure. Getting 2 stems and 2 super stems just to be on the safe side, and definitely getting my phase 2 Bastion security armor because that one looks cool.
Okay.
And let's see, do I get frag grenades? No, I don't care. Do I want... Ooh! Hold on. I can get a crossbow, right? No, there is a repeating crossbow, actually.
Yes, it's on the list.
Oddly enough, there's a repeating crossbow.
Yeah, I know.
Why?
Because they really exist.
Huh.
You didn't know about repeating crossbows?
No, I only saw it in Dragon Age, and I'm like, really?
Yeah, no, it was if I'm not mistaken, it was Chinese. The Chinese that developed it. But it was used throughout, medieval Europe.
Getting my heavy crossbow, and is there a rope? I don't know why, but a rope.
Of course there's rope. What kind of rope do you want? I mean, do you want silk rope? Do you want hemp rope? Do you want the braided climbing ropes?
Climbing ropes.
Okay.
Especially those that you can climb over and make impromptu bridges with. For one person at a time.
You want something that you can shoot with your crossbow?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, there will be some snag line arrows, so you don't have to get the ropes separately.
Oh, good.
I can't believe I didn't think about that when I was putting up all the arrow types and whatnot. But since those arrows will actually be designed for that, the range modifier, it's not going to have a range modifier. No penalty, but no bonus.
Yeah, because that's the only reason why I need the crossbow per se. It's more like, hey, can I keep this steady enough so that I can shoot the arrow so that the rope can get into one place so that I can climb, or just go across the chasm or something? Because, there was one game that I really needed the arrows and ropes, and I didn't have them, and it was a mess,
Well, all you have to do is watch Boondock Saints. You always need rope. You always.
Exactly.
All right, let's push it back towards the game here.
Okay, so that's my loadout.
You guys found the armory with no problem. It was like you opened one of the 3 doors on the north side that I told you about. and you walked in, and all the walls are cheap inside this place. It's all like corrugated, metallic sheets, like the stuff that they would put on tin roofs, like back in, the early 19th, 20th century. And so, I mean, it looks weird to you guys because it's under tech. I mean, it's under tech for what you did in your first mission 200 years ago. But you wander around and you actually find a vault door inside the vault. And apparently everything that's outside is not considered necessarily in the vault, because I assume you're actually going in.
Oh yeah, a vault within a vault. It's a vaultception.
What about you guys?
Flint, he's gonna look around at all these fancy toys and kind of be like, and he's just gonna walk over, grab a survival knife. He's gonna look around for some whiskey, if there is any.
Not here. No, that was just the armory that you found.
All right, he's gonna take the knife. He's gonna like put it somewhere, like in his boot or something, and then just walk off.
Okay.
And he's gonna say, "Batteries run out."
Yeah. You can always run out of ammo. Or, I use this so I don't have to worry about ammo. I mean, there are a bunch of quotes for that. But I would have gone for the katana and said, "This never runs out of ammo."
Oh.
But anyway.
My guy's gonna take one because it's a freaking katana, of course.
Hey, it's got armor penetration of 3, for crying out loud.
Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And the vibro knife is actually really cool too, because it ignores armor and your parry score. So basically, it's an automatic hit. It still has to go through toughness, but yeah.
Yeah.
And still, the Ripper is awesome.
I think my guy's gonna take a Vault-Tec plasma rifle because
it sounds cool.
Yeah, that it just probably looks nice.
Oh yeah, these things are sleek as hell. They're not the clunky energy weapons that you see when you're actually playing the Fallout video games. These things are slick. I'm talking like nice rounded edges or sides, actual perfect iron sights. They're just amazing, and they have the overcharge, of course, which is nice. But you think back and you remember looking in the armory, and a lot of those weapons actually had like basically add-ons that you could put on there, like scopes, overcharged batteries, let me see, extended clips, infrared, night vision, all types of crap like that. So, I mean, it's like you could personalize any weapon that they had in there.
Yeah, my guy's gonna kit it out mostly for sniping.
Okay, well, you get let me see here. Go ahead and get the VT scope Mark III. That's the best you're gonna be able to put on that.
Okay. And he's also going to take the Phase 2 Bastion armor.
Okay. The plasma rifle, don't you want to know the range? The damage and the shots don't change.
Yes, sir! I'm coming. Did you move so I have a rush card? Can you go ask her?
I will. I'm going.
Don't if you still have your
Okay. While he's doing what he has to do, um, you guys are opening the vault door.
Flint will
I
be
am.
exploring around, like looking for maybe some place where they'd have food or something.
Okay.
I am
Well-
opening the vault door, however.
Yeah. Wait for your friend, man. Wait for your friend.
Yeah,
Um,
okay.
The other two doors in that main room that you guys were in were bathrooms. But the vault door is like down a hallway to your left, and it's inset on the hallway on the right-hand side. But if you go around the corner to the right, you'll see a huge mess halls. And there are robots behind all the little sections, and they all turn on as soon as you step in there, and they say, "Good morning, Bastion soldier. What can we get for you today?" And Sparky probably hears that too, because it's one of those really, over-the-top happy robots.
Ooh, Sparky goes, dude. He forgets about the vault door because this isn't important anymore. And he goes to see the robot.
Robots. There are like 6 of them.
Six bastions. Oh,
No, this isn't Bastion Prime. This is a different design robot.
aww.
Yeah.
Flint would
They are
walk
extremely happy. I'm sorry, what was that?
Flint would walk up to one of the robots and say, "Hey, tin can, you need some whiskey. 3 bottles.
Whiskey. 3 bottles, sir? Are you sure?
3 bottles. It's gonna be a long journey."
Very well, sir. Give me just one moment. Would you like an omelet and French toast while you wait?
No thanks.
Very well, sir. I will go get your drinks. And he kind of floats off. These are the helping hand robots. And after about 5 minutes, he comes out with, 5, fifth-sized, bottles of whiskey. That's now 200 years old. And it comes up there and it puts it out there for you and says, "Here you are, sir. I hope you have a wonderful day today."
Well, I'm gonna ask him for that omelet and French toast.
Yes, sir. Coming right up.
Considering I only woke up a couple hours ago.
And, it only takes like a minute or two, and another robot down the line says, "Excuse me, sir. Your food is right here. Ready to go."
Hey man, I kind of like these bots.
I know, right?
I
They
love
don't talk
role-playing the
back.
robots. I love role-playing the robots.
Yeah, my guy is just like 200 years without food. He's going to eat as if this is his first meal in like hours.
Another robot comes out there when you're sitting down and eating and says, "Good gracious, sir. If you're that hungry, we can prepare more food for you."
It's been 200 years since I last ate. Please let me have this delicious meal.
200 years, 6 months, 3 weeks, 21 days, 14 hours, and 37 seconds.
Can I have some of that omelet too?
Of
I'm
course,
sorry,
sir.
Sparky,
Just
but
give us one moment.
I thought he was Jason thought he was asking him for a second. He was like, he's just like, you know, he sort of
No, no. I mean, you had the robot come up to you
Mhm.
and ask you, you know, if you were that hungry, would you like some more food? And then Sparky overheard and said, "Well, I'll take that omelet."
Actually make it 2.
Very well, sir. And you, sir. We will have that out for you in just 1 minute. And it kind of
Yeah.
floats away and comes back about a minute later. You know, puts the trays right on the table right in front of you, very nice and whatnot. And he goes, "Here you are, sirs. I hope you really enjoy your breakfast." And it kind of floats off.
Yay!
And more of the Bastion soldiers are coming in here and getting food, but a lot of them are talking about, you know, the big vault door that's inside the vault. They're like, "Why is there a second vault door? You know, what's behind there?"
Well,
So,
after Jason finishes his meal, he's gonna see if any of his friends have woken up yet.
oh yeah, dude. I mean, Sparky is still around.
Mhm.
You know, and Flint's there. I mean, everybody who was on mission with you guys that didn't die, because I know you guys had a few deaths, but they were NPC deaths. But everyone who didn't die is right there with you guys.
Well, in that case, he's gonna walk up to his friends and be like, "So, 200 years since we were put on ice, and I still haven't told you guys a story, so I might as well get to that." He sort of walks over to the table, sits down, and just starts telling them about the mission that got me to first class.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Yeah.
right as Jason sits down, Flint's gonna take a swig of his whiskey and kind of roll his eyes. Like, here we go.
Don't worry, robot. I'm still your friend.
Okay, so you guys, you know, eat until you're content, and most everybody in there is like, okay, I think the next order of business is to get in there and to see what's in that vault.
So I
So
assume
they
everybody has the same idea. See what's in there.
that they've all said the same thing. Um, I did not mute Nestor. It says I muted you, but I didn't. So.
It's alright, I muted myself.
Oh, okay. But they're about a squad out of your platoon decides to go through the garage to actually open what they thought was the primary vault door and basically make sure that it's secure while you guys enter this new one and whatnot. So, but let me see. I can't remember if Jackson died. Yeah, he did. And oh man, you guys lost some badass NPCs. Oh, I'm gonna have to go to the second stringers.
So the guys who weren't with us on the mission.
No, they're still bastions.
Mhm.
But you know, it's just my favorite NPCs that I made died.
Ah, I hate that.
I know, right? Okay. All right, so I need to mark off the dead ones. That sucks. Okay. Dead. Okay, you had 5 dead. That means some of these people. No, they don't get an increase of rank. Let me see here. Okay, so it's actually going to be one of the heavy weapon specialists. His name is Kit. Literally, that is his name, Kit Sims. But he's the first one to step up and go, well, somebody's got to actually push all the buttons. So he enters a numeric code and pushes enter. He's like, wait a minute. I don't remember that code, but I remember the code. It must have been part of the programming. Let's wait for the door to cycle through. So the door cycles through it. It opens all the way, and then it begins to close, and it locks again. And Kit looks at Flint and says, "All right, hey kid, go over there and see if you can do what I just did. Try and put in the right code to open the vault."
Flint says, "I'm no kid," and begrudgingly walks over.
Okay. He's like, it's a habit. I call anybody that looks younger than me kid. It's not meant as an insult.
I mean, technically, we are all extremely old.
Well, no, it's not even that. You guys are a freaking army.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're super soldiers. So I mean, nicknames abound. Flint might be stuck with the nickname Kid, even though he's like 37 years old, or however old. Mid-20s. It just depends on what era of Clint Eastwood he wants to be playing. Because I'm sorry, even the newer Clint Eastwood movies he's in, I don't give a shit, man. That man is mean and he will fuck you up. I am a big fan of westerns, and that's why this one was set in the Rocky Mountains, out there in the plains. So yeah. Anyway,
I wanted to say that even my character, he got this nickname because in basic training he kept on making sparks all over the place without even meaning it. So that's why he's called Sparky by everyone.
Yeah, I remember talking to you about that, I think. So, but anyway, so Flint, you get over there, and it's a 10-digit number pad with an enter button. Is there something you want to try and do, or?
I guess
If it doesn't get it done, I'll do it.
he's gonna as the kid said, I knew it, but I didn't know. He's gonna try to search for that feeling.
Yes, as soon as you're okay, let's see if I can open it. You put in the numbers, you hit enter, and the klaxon starts rolling again, and the vault door opens completely. And Kit's like, they put more in our brains than they told us they were going to. This could be bad, but it could be fun. I say we go around here and see what all we can figure out and open up, and yeah.
I'm kind of with the kid.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah. one of the other people, one of the other soldiers with you, her name's Allison Breyer. She goes, you know, I think it would be better to focus on the security of this place, so I'm gonna go back to the armory, switch out some stuff, and I'm gonna go guard the main vault door. And no, I think Jason has the highest rank among you.
Private first class, but aside from the specialist that Paul plays, I think I'm one of the highest.
Yeah, no, you're not going to have any specialists there. They're all going to be privates, either private or private second class. I don't think. Was there a higher rank that was on that NPC that you took?
No, I think I'm private first class.
No, I'm
Let
speaking
me check
to,
my sheet.
I'm speaking to Flint, actually.
I took the sharpshooter too. And I'm private.
It just says private. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You will get promotions over the course of the game. So right now, yeah, you're E1. But yeah. And Nestor's character was the one that got the most promotions. He got 2 promotions back to back in the first miniseries. So
Yeah, I just got the 1 charisma, so no biggie.
yeah, because your promotions give you charisma bonuses. You know, because people will come up to you and go, "Wow, you were one of the ones that was, you know, bringing in that package from Orlando." Yeah, I heard that was some heavy shit type of stuff. Man, what were those things that you fought that were like 9-10 feet tall? What were those things? Just because in this timeline nobody knows anything really about the mutants, so and I guess Nestor's gonna be gone for a little bit. So so do both of you want to go in? I'm assuming yes.
Yeah, I'm going in to see what's the second vault within the vault within the vault is doing.
All right. Well, you walk in. A couple of other soldiers follow you guys in. Of course, the bay room that you're in. You see a lot of basically auto parts, like you know, engine blocks, tracks, you know, like highly protected tires, all kinds of stuff. And there are lifts and whatnot in here to where you're guessing the huge double doors ahead of it, you can pull in a vehicle and they can work on it and put it back in there. And there's probably a way at the far end of that garage to get out. But those 2 doors aren't the only doors. There's a door to your left, which if it holds to normal vault layouts, if you go to your left, you're going to all the service areas. If you go to the right, that's going to lead you to like the private quarters and the barracks and all of that stuff. So it's up to you guys. There are no placards anywhere saying, you know, security this way or whatever, medical bay this way. But even though that is the case, you guys find yourself walking towards exactly what you're looking for. and you get to the door, and you know what you're looking for is behind the door, but again, you don't know how. So what were you guys looking for?
I wasn't looking for anything. I was just exploring the whole place and trying to resolve the cognitive dissonance between what I know consciously and what I know unconsciously. No.
Okay. You end up at the library, and it's actually a huge library. It's like 3 stories. I mean, this is the biggest library you have ever seen.
Yeah, I'm going to get out the book Neuromancer.
That book will definitely be in there. I'm sorry, I can't help that. That book would be in there. I mean,
Yeah.
along with everything else that you could probably name and make a funny reference of. I mean,
Yeah, I may give some quips all this session so far.
You know, it's also like, it's got all the whole Ender's Game series, all of them, and all those classics. Yeah. You'll find a couple of Dungeons and Dragons books in there.
All of the Shadowrun 100 plus books that detail all of the lore. Yes.
Yeah. They've got the 20th edition version, along with about 10 of the books. But let's see what Flint wanted to get into.
Flint would probably just follow Sparks, just looking for good company. And as he enters the library, he'd probably look if there would be any like holotapes that he could take along with.
Any what?
Holotapes?
Oh yeah, there's a ton of them. I mean, there's probably 3 holotapes for every book they have.
Alright. So he'll probably just look for something he hasn't read and grab that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's easy. You don't have to look through the entire library for whatever you're looking for. You just kind of naturally meander towards it, and then you're like, oh, that's what I was looking for. But the whole feeling of knowing where everything is and not knowing how you know is just kind of weird. And it's just kind of it's kind of creepy. It's just one of those things that it's like an old episode of the Twilight Zone. Because Fallout is so cool, I imagine, surviving TV shows, Twilight Zone would be one of them. Endless reruns. So, but anyway, you guys hang out in the library, and there's another private. This guy is Philip O'Brien. He's a what rank is that? It's kind of hard to read the notebook that's way over here, but I've got stuff right in front of the keyboard too, so. Okay, yeah. He's a sharpshooter. He's a private second class, and he doesn't barge in, but the doors slam open, and he's like, you guys got to come see this. Oh my God, this is amazing. Turn on your Pip Boys. You're gonna want to record this. This is gonna get awesome.
Okay.
And And then he's like waiting for you guys, and as soon as you guys get to him, he's like, "All right, let's go." And he turns on his Pip-Boy to record, and you follow him, and he's all but running. You know, he's jogging at a pretty swift pace. But you guys take a right at a T intersection, and a left at another T intersection, and then you see another vault door, which is already open, and everybody inside is either screaming or laughing. And then you hear gunfire. And for the sharpshooters, I mean, you guys have, you know, laser and plasma weapons were around when you first started in Project Bastion, but they were, how do you say, they were like prototypes. They didn't always work and whatnot. But you're familiar with the sounds they make when they fire. And it's a lot of noise coming from this new vault door. And as you guys are standing there, Flint actually has to take a step back because there's a huge plasma bolt that's shot, and it actually goes through the opening of the door like it was aimed towards Flint. So you just kind of step out of the way, because you can do that with plasma beams if you see them coming. And you actually hear somebody in there going, "My bad, sorry about that. Hey, everybody, keep the shots inside."
Okay, so what's the cool thing that you kind of wanted us to see?
Oh no, he's ran into the vault door already. He's sitting there. He's like, you know, they're waiting for you. They're waiting to see if you guys are coming in.
I'm going in to check to see what's it about.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going too.
I'm going in, and I'm gonna say, whoever let us in, this better be worth getting shot at.
You guys go in, and as soon as you step in, you're not walking on the floor anymore. There are little klaxon lights that are flashing like strobe effects, but there's no alarm going off. But you just kind of start to float off the floor, and on the wall behind you, you know, you kind of turn and you see all types of energy weapons. And I mean, you're probably about, you know, like 2 or 3 steps away from the wall, but since you're just kind of hovering in midair, you're not exactly sure how to turn around and, you know, grab the weapons. The ceiling is apparently somewhere between 75 to 100 feet. And the other dimensions of this room are probably close to 150 by 150. But everybody in there, you can see they're floating around, and there are obstacles floating in midair as well.
So sort of like a training course?
The easiest thing I can explain it as is frickin' Ender's Game.
Yeah.
If you saw the movie, that is exactly what you see here.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's like, okay, so there's an Ender's Game type training room.
Yeah. Except they're firing real weapons.
So you can get shot at.
Yes.
Okay.
And literally, you guys are sitting ducks. You have no way how to move now. You're too far away from any surface to push off of it.
Jason's gonna try and figure out some way of, you know, gaining momentum and movement.
While Sparky's starting to make swimming motions towards the exit.
Yeah, that doesn't work. But
so basically, you see Jason and Sparky trying to figure out how to move.
Well, let's see. Make smarts rolls.
Okay.
Oh, okay. 5.
Okay. Now you need to at least get a raise for this.
Um,
Your target number that you're looking for is 8.
oh dear.
A four is a success, but you need a raise, and every 4 over you roll is a raise.
Okay, so if 4 counts as a raise, then
No, 4 counts as success. 8 is 1 raise, and then 12 is 2, and then 16 is 3.
okay, so I'm spending a penny.
Spending a penny. All right. Don't bother rolling. Don't bother rolling. You spent the penny. It's easy. You grab somebody who you're floating right there next to, and basically once you get still again, you look at whoever it is and say, "Kick me."
Okay.
And basically they put all their force, they kick you, they start floating backwards, but you start moving in the direction you wanted to go at a faster rate. So, like, you could have positioned yourself to where you flight back to the wall and grab weapons, or you could get to cover.
Yeah, I'm just going outside flat out. I don't want to be in this room.
Okay. You get to the wall, and it's really easy to guide yourself down to the vault door, and you leave.
Yep. Yeah, sorry, I had to do something, but I rolled a 6.
Yeah, you needed a raise, dude.
Yeah.
So, but you just saw what Sparky did, you
Mhm.
know. So, it's
Yeah.
like,
Oh, but I forgot. Oh wait, it's a 6, and I rolled a d6.
Yeah, and you needed an 8.
You get that.
Should I roll again?
No, you just saw me how I got out.
yeah, you guys know how to get out since you saw Sparky do it. But basically, whoever's doing the kicking needs to have their back to one of the floating obstacles, so that when you guys kick off, one of them goes towards the entryway, and the other one goes to one of the obstacles, so that you can push off and get to the door as well.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's going to be easy. There's nothing hard to it, and you guys get out without instance. But
Mhm.
there's probably 20 people in there hooping and hollering and yelling and having fun. So
Well,
whatever. I mean,
at least Bastion knows how to
that's
keep
it.
its soldiers busy.
Everybody give me smart checks.
Uh,
All right.
you need another one from me as well?
Yeah, this is completely different. Do not forget about your wild die.
All right.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, click. Wow, the
Alright.
dice hate me today.
Yeah.
Eesh. I got 2 5s.
I got a 6. Isn't there a thing where when you roll the utmost number on a die, you get to roll it again, or am I
No.
pulling that out of nowhere?
Basically, what it is you get a wild die.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that you
I
roll
know.
separate. Okay, you're doing that.
Mhm.
Okay, and you know they're separate. You only use the higher one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Hey, we actually had somebody come to the game, never played, and seems to know the rules better than I do. Yeah, so, man. Yeah. So whichever die you rolled highest on, were they both D6s
Yeah,
or?
they were both D6s.
Okay,
I
so
rolled
yeah,
a
just
6 on one.
yeah, it aced.
Alright.
Roll it again.
Alright, so that would be 10 altogether.
There you go. That is a success with a raise. You would have gotten 2 raises if you got a 12, but still, you got more than enough. All you needed was the first raise. And you're thinking about that room and why it's like the way it is, and you actually start to wonder, why the Bastion project would put a zero gravity environment in there for everybody to play around in. And you know how direct Bastion training is. So it's there obviously to train you for something. But the mind boggles, there haven't been any rockets that have shot off, or no one's heard of any efforts to actually get off the planet
space
or anything like that. Yeah, nobody's heard of anything like that, but you've probably seen it in science fiction movies, which would have included Ender's Game. It's funny that you can say shit like that.
because this has somewhat bearing in both the pop culture and.
Well, it's not pop culture even. It's just, you can actually just say that because it actually happened, So, anyway, so you're wondering in the back of your mind why Project Bastion put that in there for you guys to train in. There's obviously something special that will pop up. And
Does this have some bearing on a miniseries you're doing?
Dude, why would I say that? This is the first session of this miniseries.
Like if you're planning something for another one.
You guys have a lot to figure out for this, so don't worry about that. But you hear somebody else say, "There's another vault door here. Oh my God!" And
see, Jason will immediately say, "Try and get it open."
I got it open. Oh my God, this is crazy.
Jason's replying with like, "What's in it?"
You don't hear anything back.
Oh.
So everybody, since Pit Boys are on and active, you guys, the other two of you would be able to hear that over your Pit Boys. So you actually heard Monty is the guy's name. You actually heard him saying, "Oh my God, I found another door. I got it open." And then Jason was like, "Well, what's in there?" And there was nothing but silence. So both of you heard that as well, and pretty much everybody did, because now there are 2 people sprinting past you to get to that door.
Well, I'm going with them, since I now know. Since I've figured out how to at least navigate through a zero gravity field.
Yeah. Everybody stopped short of the door. It's completely black in there. But one of the there's a support specialist that starts playing around with his Pip-Boy, and he's like, "Well, let there be light." And he holds his arm out so the flashlight will come off of his Pip-Boy, And he kind of moves it around, and he stops, and his eyes get wide as everybody that's there realizes that you're looking at the body of Monty, the guy that came out here and said he found the door and he opened it. He's got some massive cuts on him, like somebody went to town on him with, like, you know, a very large blade.
Like the katana that I'm carrying with me?
No, bigger. But yeah, he's just sitting there, and you hear one of the medics behind you going, "We need to get him out here so we can make sure he's okay."
Well,
Yeah.
I'll assist the medic in getting his body out.
And the medic's like, "I'm not going in there. You can go in there. You've got a nice gun."
I'm like, "And you have any weapons, you guys want to come with me?"
Doesn't one of us have a rope?
I have. Yeah, that's why I said I can just use the crossbow and get the rope. And we're just going to pull.
Pull his body across the floor.
You would have to shoot him.
Yeah.
To do that.
You're gonna shoot one of your own, like, friends, like a guy you worked with in training. You're gonna shoot him.
I'm going to shoot his leg to actually drag his ass back here so that we can heal him.
It's much better if he has a hole from a crossbow than having another person dead.
Well, I can recruit Flint. Sparky, you got a point. Shoot his leg.
Yeah, exactly.
You're shooting him in his leg.
Aim for his pants. Like, try to snag his pants.
Yeah, that's the whole...
You do not want to make a called shot like that. But go ahead with your crossbow. You're making a called shot, so you have to get a raise just to hit him.
Okay.
Can I aid in his shot because I'm a
you cannot.
sharpshooter?
Okay, let's see. It's at shooting. Oh, okay. So, come on, little doggy. 7.
Yep. You needed an 8. 1 point.
Yeah.
Unless you want me to try. I mean, 2 of us are sharpshooters, so maybe one of us can make a shot like that.
Well,
Hey, go right
if you
ahead.
guys want to.
I'll try it.
Here. Gives you the crossbow.
Alright,
What
then.
kind of arrow? You just have the rope arrows on there right
Yeah,
now? Okay.
just the rope arrows.
Okay. You know, I don't want to see a high explosion arrow go off. You know.
No, bro. The only reason why I actually took the crossbow is because of the rope arrows.
Ah, well.
Alright, so what are the stats for that I need to roll?
Hold on.
Here's-
When he passes you the crossbow, you guys hear something inside this new room, and it sounds like steel on steel, just a long like echoing, grinding sound almost. Pardon me. Whatever it is, it's big and it's heavy. And I mean, you just can't see it. It's whatever it is, it's somewhere in that room.
Well, I'm gonna hurry up and make the shot. And I found my original thing, so I have all my stats now. Okay. So that is that. Not 13 dice. Okay, so I rolled a 10 on my D10. That's an ace. 15.
All right. Damn, how the hell did you pull that off? Well, describe what happens, dude. I mean, that's a phenomenal success there.
So Jason just like readies the crossbow, takes his his stance to shoot, and you just see the rope arrows just fly through the darkness, and you hear what sounds like cloth just like getting snagged on like a branch, and he's just starting to pull our buddy back into the room as quickly as he can.
Yeah, I think we all do at that point.
Okay, he gets out of that room, and he's out there. He's breathing hard. There's a ton of blood. And he's got this massive cut from his collarbone all the way down to his hip. And that goes almost entirely halfway through his body. I mean, you can see bone, you can see intestines, you can see his lung.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really bad.
As we see this, Flint will say, "Somebody shut the door now."
Yeah. I'm handing the medic a super stim pack so that
Oh no, that's not going to work. This guy needs surgery right now. So
Okay.
he hits a couple of buttons on his Pip-Boy and says, "Medbots, emergency at my location." And it goes across, and after about a minute, you see 3 skinny little robots. They've got the Red Cross, right there on their head, and they walk up to the medic and says, "Yes, we need to get this person into a hospital so we can perform surgery. Will you be able to assist?" And Roger's like, yeah, no problem. Get a stretcher. And the 2 robots move to where they're standing. One's standing at the head, one's standing at the feet. They extend their arms, and when they connect, this nano mesh shoots out of their arms and makes a dual layer kit carrier. And they just lower it down, and they say, "Okay, now move him gently onto the glider ropes, very gently." And Roger can't do this by himself. No one else there that's right there with you really wants to have anything to do with this. They're just kind of taken aback by that much damage. That there's something in here that attacked him and did that much damage.
Seriously, rolling his eyes, Sparky helps his colleague to put him on the stretcher. Come on, seriously, come on.
And they're just like, no, I can't. That's too much.
All right, fine, I'll help him.
There's one of them that actually throws up. Philip.
Yeah.
He throws up. He's like, "Oh my god." Oh.
Yeah. So basically, Sparky and Jason are helping the medic.
Okay. All right. So between the 3 of you, we're going to need 3 raises. Now, that means that I can roll 1, and both of you roll 1, we're good. Or if one of you gets 3 raises. As long as there are 3 raises between our characters, then he's moved on very gently. There's no problem.
So
if we only get 2 raises, we bounce him around a bit, and he's going to be screaming in pain and suffer some damage. If we get no raises whatsoever,
he's fucked.
Yeah, he's.
Food done?
You've made the wound even
9
worse.
minutes,
And
6 minutes.
Yeah.
The rice done?
so,
Yeah.
Alright, I'll wash my hands.
We need to find
No, man.
hold
We
on.
need to find the
So what are we rolling for this?
Okay, you're gonna actually be rolling your agility.
The rice done?
yeah, I gotta find the lead for it. Never mind.
I'm gonna go to church.
Okay. The medic only got a 6,
4.
but I'll spend a Benny for him to get a reroll.
I'm spending a penny for me to get a reroll.
Yeah, that was not very good. Shit!
Shit, worse. Another penny.
I've only got 4 bennies to spend this entire game.
No, we couldn't have ran out.
6.
All right, I'm spending a third. No, I'm spending a second.
No, I can't eat it like that.
Where's the barbecue sauce?
Oh my god.
We got barbecue sauce?
Yeah. Right there.
Guys, I couldn't even get a raise.
We got plenty.
Yeah, but that'll be cold.
6 counts as a raise or not?
It depends. Did you max your die?
No.
Did you make the Kool-Aid like I asked?
We don't have any more Kool-Aid.
Doing this.
We don't have any more Kool-Aid.
No more Kool-Aid?
No. Both of those are empty.
Me too.
Alright.
I'm down at 4 from 4 to 2 penny in one roll because I
Alright.
can't raise for shit. Okay, one more Benny because I really want this guy to actually survive.
Yeah. I spent 2 bennies for him. So wait. Don't forget. I didn't see what you get. You got a 1.
One and a 5.
Okay.
Damn it. Okay, this is my last penny and I'm
A
down
lot
to
of
0.
barbecue sauce.
Where is?
Okay, so
Oh my
this is
God.
my last Benny, and if this fails, I'm sorry. I can't spend anything else anymore.
Yeah, no, I spent 2 bennies, and I'm supposed to be using those bennies for the bad guys.
Fucker. Okay, no more Bennies. Sorry. Yeah.
Does Flint want to come up and give a try?
Right now, Flint's actually, wherever the panelists close the door, he's gonna be going to it and trying to shut the door before whatever
Oh.
attacked him
Yeah.
gets through.
Somebody actually already did that. Like
Okay.
as soon as Monty was pulled out, someone went over there and closed the door.
Alright, so I guess he'd help.
All right.
Agility.
Yeah, agility and your wild die.
Alright.
All right, and I hope to God you get at least 1 raise, because otherwise it's all on Nestor.
I got
Hey.
an 8.
Hold on. Do you have Dice Stream?
Oh, yeah. You want me to use that instead?
Please.
Alright.
I mean, just because I like to see what you guys roll. I mean,
Alright.
it's not that I don't trust you.
No, that's alright.
It's not. It's just I prefer to see dice rolls. That's all.
Alright, a 1 and a 6. So I get to
A
roll
one-
another.
Okay, so was the 6th, was it on D6?
Yeah, it was on a D6 for the 6.
All right, so you got an ace. So roll again.
11.
Get another one.
So I got a 5, so altogether that'd be 11.
Okay, so we've got 1 raise. So when Nestor comes back, we need him to make 2 raises. And it's all on him now.
Yeah, I already spent my Bennies.
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous, man. I'm tempted to
Bro.
spend another one. Just because I want this dude to live too, man. He's one of my favorite NPCs.
Bro, I tried my best, but the dice hate me today. I don't know what to say.
Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it, guys. I'm spending another Benny. So this is 3 bennies I've spent on this NPC. Okay. Here it goes. Ha ha ha!
Finally!
Look at that. I aced on the 8. I get to roll it again. Oh, wow. So that's a 15, which is 1, 2. We did it between um, Roger and Flint. We managed to get him on that gurney without making things worse. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay,
Yeah.
so Flint, your character's getting another Benny because you just saved somebody's life.
I have 5. Yay.
Yay.
Oh wow, yeah. So
Yeah.
the robots and Roger take him down the hall, and you hear an automatic door just swish, and then it swishes closed again, and you can barely hear their footfalls. You're imagining that you're just outside the medical bay. So,
Yeah.
and there are a couple of people that are looking at that door, the vault door, and they're like, you know what? I want to get in there, turn on the lights, and destroy whatever's in there, so that it doesn't happen to anybody else. And that's Philip, one of the sharpshooters. Anybody else? I mean, I'll go in there by myself if I have to. But I'll be damned if I go to sleep at night and that thing manages to get out.
Hold on. You're not going there alone, but I'm bringing in my blood brother, and he gets out to play me.
Okay.
Flint will say, you slept fine for 200 years with that thing. I'm sure you can sleep another 200 without it bothering anybody.
Well, we've been activating this vault the further we go in. You know, everything has been turning on as we go in. So that's probably why whatever it is couldn't get to us, because there was no movement. There was nothing to turn it on. The report that they filed did say that the vault is programmed to work off our vocal patterns and our spoken words. So maybe it has motion detectors as well to turn on lights when we get into a new area or something like that. That's what I'm figuring right now. But you know, we could very well go to bed tonight, and I could end up with an injury like Monty got, or you know, maybe it would be Allison, you know, or Megan. You know, think about that.
Is the door separating us? Is it like the ones for the normal vaults? That's like the gear-shaped one?
Yeah, it's a huge vault door that you normally see on the outside of a vault.
Alright. Flint will say, there's 2 tons of steel between us and it. I'm sure it can't get through.
Yeah, but are you willing to risk lives to prove that?
We're going to be risking lives either way.
Well, I'm still going in. I understand your reasoning, I just don't agree with it. And I'm cool to leave it just at that. I mean, you know, your opinion, this wasn't anything that's ordered. Even though I do outrank you, I'm not going to pull rank on you. I'm not going to do it. Anybody else here? Lend a guy a hand.
If you're going in, I'm going to have to save your ass. Just so you know.
So you're coming in?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
And I'm bringing Flaming with me. So,
all right. Well, when your robot shows up, you know, Philip's kind of like, okay, all right, now we might have a chance to actually get in there and, you know, see what's going on.
Yeah.
So, okay. You guys open the door, and it's completely black in there. And you don't hear anything. But it's weird. You can almost sense something. There's a thick smell of ozone, um, which is basically, uh, lightning. It's the smell that lightning leaves behind when it passes through low elevation clouds. It's a very distinct smell. Um, so you guys are all smelling that. Um, Philip kind of looks behind you, or looks at you guys from behind, and he actually steps in, and very dim lights start to shine in each of the corners and evenly spaced along the ceilings. But it's a dim light area, and what you see are a bunch of high steel, like crap, I forget what they're called. Those huge containers that they use to ship goods all over the place. But those containers are all over here. Most of them have warning labels taped over them. There are a couple of cages, and one of the cages is actually like broken open. But what you do see in the cage, you see a bear who's howling in pain when you approach it. And it's just trying to push its way out of the cage. It's too big for the cage, but you notice that it has a cybernetic left arm, and his lower jaw is solid metal as well. And he's just crying. I mean, he's just yelling out. The poor thing's just in pain. Even though it could, tear you apart like like you sticking your hand in a garbage disposal. And another cage has a gorilla in it. It is a silverback, and it is a he. And he's sitting there quietly, but he's signing. He's signing really fast. Obviously trying to get your attention, and so that he can tell you something. He might just be asking for you to let him out, or something else. But when you're looking at the ape, you hear the sound of metal on metal again. This time, it's almost like something fell, almost like a container fell on top, or fell down to the floor and just kind of resonated off. So, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm trying to decipher what's the silverback trying to say.
Do you speak sign language?
I'm looking at the pit boy, try to translate.
I'm gonna quickly draw my pistol and just hold it at waist height.
Hey, and you know what else? You're wearing a Fallout shirt. You're getting another Benny.
Oh.
I just noticed that was a Fallout shirt. Hell yeah, dude. When I play my Green Lantern game, I'm going to be wearing my Green Lantern shirt, so that's cool. That's really cool. So you got another Benny.
Well, I'm using my pit boy, just so you know, to try to translate that.
Okay.
Stuff.
So make a smarts roll with a +2 to the roll.
Okay.
All you have to do is get success.
Okay. Please work.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
All you needed was the 4. That one success. Awesome. So you kind of hold the Pip-Boy out in that direction and actually say, okay, tell me what happened. And of course the thing's gonna be smart enough to recognize most human language or inflections and whatnot. I mean, those things are stupid smart.
Yeah.
It's incredible how smart they are. But he almost forms complete sentences when he's doing, all of his signing. He's very energetic. And he just goes through everything, making the signs. And once he stops, the Pip-Boy is just kind of sitting there. And you actually hear processing. Processing. Process complete. Hello, my name is Adam. They hurt me. They hurt everyone. They changed one, and they put metal on his tail, and it's big metal, like the Prime robot, which you guys have no idea what that is. I mean, the first thing that would come to mind would be Bastion Prime, but this guy is obvious. The girl is obviously talking about something else. It got out, and it's been killing everything to eat. It is out there with you. Please be careful. And they list off a couple of signs that would be appropriate responses, so you can actually sign to them whatever you wanted to say, or you can speak it.
I'm trying to sign the way the Pip-Boy guides me. How does it look like, the one that got out?
It used to be a tiger.
Oh. Oh dear. How can we ease your pain?
We have something they put under our skin, and it's been causing pain. It's been hurting everyone, especially him. And he points to the bear. Maybe there's some way that can be found and stopped. But every one of these containers you see has more animals like us.
Okay. Looking through the Pip-Boy, I'm looking for any pain suppressants that are good for animal usage.
You're just trying to get a scan of the room?
I'm looking in through the Pip-Boy. Okay, I know that they are hurting. So, do we have anything in the vault that would remotely resemble to pain suppressants that were made for animal usage? Or have a specialist in zootechnician expert or something along those lines?
Um, Actually, it's really simple. It shows you the room that you're in right now, um, exactly as it is. Um, and it shows you a heat signature for every for every animal that's in there. There are over 1,000 signatures. Um, this room is big. The room has like a 50-foot ceiling and is about 2,000 by 1,000 feet. It's fucking huge.
Oh dear.
Um,
Okay.
but for a split second, you see something moving at the on the far wall, and then the blip is gone off the Pip Boy. After a few more seconds, it'll blip again somewhere else. So there's a free roaming animal in here definitely, but the Pip Boy can't always catch it on the motion sensor.
Hmm. So they're moving too
But
fast, or
I can't remember if I told you the Pip Boy pointed out that the power and the computer systems and everything is all linked to a system that's at the far end, opposite of the door that you guys are pretty much where you guys came in. So you've covered about half the distance, and since you've been talking to the ape, and but now you're seeing, phantom blips, on your Pip Boy. So
yeah. I'm getting in the cockpit that I made for Flamey,
okay,
and I'm saying, "Hey, get me to the other side of the room. Need to connect my Pip Boy to that console."
okay,
And I'm moving with Flamey to the other side of the room.
okay. Is
Flint
Flint
would, yeah, he's following.
Okay, all right.
If there is
So
space,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
if there is space, he'd also jump up and kind of hold on to one of the walls on Flamey, and kind
Yeah.
of be on top of Flamey as well, if there's room. If there is, and he'd just walk by on the side of it.
Yeah, you have a ledge that you can hold on to.
Okay. Hey, you designed it, so.
I can see it in my head. That
Yeah.
big ass spider bot.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Yeah. So you guys get over to the console with no problem. But your Pip Boy is showing that whatever that phantom blip is, it's actually starting to get into about where you are. It should be within 40 to 50 feet, but you can't see it. But
I'm assuming I'm with them.
The short and skinny of it is, they went back into that room that Monty was in, turned on the lights, and saw a couple of animals. There was a silverback gorilla, big one, and they were doing sign language back and forth. And the thing was just wicked smart. It was making full sentences.
At least they couldn't speak, because that would be scary.
No, but he basically said that they've all been experimented on. There was a bear in a cage right next to the ape, and the bear is just wailing. You can tell he's just feeling so much pain. His jaw is solid steel, and he's got a cybernetic left arm. But there's also something else that's actually loose. And the ape said that it used to be a tiger. So they've managed to find the power consoles, and Sparky is about to plug up into the the system.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, Flint is basically Overwatch. So, are you going to do Overwatch too?
I think I'm gonna stay down on the ground a bit, sort of look around. Any reflective surfaces in here?
No, it's corrugated steel. It's thick, but it's corrugated steel, and filled. The area is filled with shipping containers.
Quick question. I think I missed this question, but I think I missed if you answered this or not. But is my character one of the highest ranking?
In here, I don't know.
You don't know for sure.
There are 2 other PFCs with you.
All right.
So yeah, it's the 3 of you. But they're going to defer to you right now because
apparently I've got the most guts to do anything.
No, it's the fact of the medals that you won for your first mission. They're first mission out, and you got 2 citations.
Got the PSC and 2 citations.
Yep. So no, when I said Overwatch, it basically means that he's got his gun up and basically making sure nothing gets into sight that would run up and bite him in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that with him.
Okay.
And
so basically, you've got it. You've got him covered now.
Yeah.
All right.
And
All right.
So I'm thinking this. Flint's watching Sparky, and I'm watching Flint. So we're each covering each other's asses.
No, you guys are not looking at each other. Like one of you is facing the main entry for this place. The other one is looking, to the right. Because you guys are kind of in the left corner.
Yeah.
So.
Is there any other vault doors aside from this one?
No. One way in and out.
And
all right.
I'm assigning Flamey to watch over you guys so that nothing gets left behind you.
Okay. I need you to make a computer roll.
Sure.
Make it a good one.
Oh yeah, with the rolls that I had so far.
I'm assuming it's not going to take much. It's 200 years old.
Okay, so I have 1.
It's been it's been upgraded.
So I have 11 plus 2, 13.
13. Yeah, that's perfect.
Hold on.
Absolutely perfect.
Actually, no, because that would be engineering, and this is computer. Never mind, it's just 11. I was thinking of a different merit. Sorry, edge. Whatever. So it's 11.
I thought you had an edge that would help you out.
Yeah, it's for knowledge, engineering, and repair.
Okay.
And the other one, if you put in MacGyver, but that's only for repair. And
okay.
Well, that's awkward.
No, that just means I have to make a couple of new edges, which I was making some anyway. So.
So anyway, it's like. No, I have 11, so at least I got it. That's the important one. I got it with a raise.
Wait, what was your total? Sorry.
11. Because I had a 6, which was on my wild dice, and then a 5.
Okay. Well, even though that's not high enough, you missed it by 1 point. I'm gonna be nice and give it to you.
He's off by 1 point on most of these rolls.
Well, plus he used a lot of bennies earlier, so I want to give him the chance to get some more bennies. So you get plugged into the system, you hack your way in, and right now you have complete control of the entire facility. in your Pip-Boy. You can see everything. You can see where everybody is. You can take a very educated guess to find out like what they're doing. If there's any weapons fire, you know where it is. You've got a monitor watching robots and Roger, who are doing the surgery for Monty. And a lot of people are in the chow hall. Not necessarily eating, but just kind of waiting to see what's really going on.
And this is all happening within the span of 12 hours.
Oh yeah, dude, it's only been like an hour.
Yeah, this is just the
we have
first
a lot
hour.
of time. Jason's now realizing how much time he's actually got to do stuff.
Yeah, so essentially, I'm trying to figure out what's up with this room and why are there so many cyber animals here.
So many experiments.
Now, all the system says about this room is it was a containment facility. It does not say anything about the animals or any medical projects that were done. The most it will tell you is that there are 1,243 projects contained within this room. And it's a huge room.
So I'm guessing his lack is security clearance, isn't it?
No, he hacked the system. He got it.
So he's got access to all the files.
Yeah, he's got access to everything right now. But all that information was put into the computer by a human. So, you know.
So they would have been under certain orders to put in certain stuff.
And they probably only left a paper trail. You know, file cabinets and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, do I see any medicine in one of the containers or something?
I mean,
No, the
there
containers.
is
When you were talking to the 8, he told you that there were lots of animals in these containers.
Yeah, but no medicine for them.
No, that would be in the medical bay.
For animals.
Yeah, that'll be in the medical bay.
Anyway, there is an escaped tiger.
They have a kind of antechamber between this area and the medical bay that's reserved for veterinary sciences.
Okay,
And
I was actually looking for someone that actually knew something about that.
There are two robots that are programmed to pretty much run the place. But one of the systems that you found in the computers, since you got everything open, were what they call tolerance injections. And basically, whenever an animal acts out, they would activate that, and it would give them a small shock. Nothing terrible, you know, like just enough for the animal to go, what?
Okay.
But it's currently on for all projects. And that bear, remember I told you, he's just crying in pain.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's on him, right?
No, it's activated on every project that's in that room.
I'm asking about the bear who's in pain.
Yeah, including the bear. But how do I turn the shock collars off right now?
You would have to hack a different area. You'd have to hack into the power systems of the vault. You should be able to do it.
Yeah, than likely they're pissed off because they're in so much pain that they're wanting to hunt us down. Hence, my reasoning is I'm going to hack the battery that powers up their shock collars so
You
that
can actually, hey, you can actually use your engineering speciality for this.
awesome. Thank you.
Not at all. Don't thank me. It's on your character sheet. I just happened to remember that it was there,
Yeah, I do have
And that-
engineering.
and that it's at a badass level.
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh yeah,
Well,
but
this is what he designed his character for. This is the exact kind of thing. Which is why I'm
taking
gonna go
over
ahead-
robot dogs and making
I'm
stuff.
gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a Benny before you even roll. Just
Yeah.
because I mean you're definitely playing your in type. You're role playing your character well. And I like that.
yeah, I'm trying to think. Okay, I'm thinking how to do this the best, and it's like, yes, finally.
Holy shit!
Shit!
Oh
Okay.
my god, that was beautiful.
16 on an engineering.
No, that's only a 14.
Plus 2 because of my edge.
So it's, oh yeah, it's a 16. Okay.
This applies.
Wow. Oh my god. Oh, that
That's
was
ridiculous.
sick, man.
Finally, a good
So-
roll.
I'm gonna give you another Benny because of that. So that was like a critical success. So I want you to describe what you just did. All right.
Okay, so basically, I'm going on my Pit Boy, and I'm going through all of the subdirectories, going through all that I know, and looking towards the map, then pinning down on where the electrical department is, and going to the commands for every electrical appliance, then tracking down the subroutine for the shock collars, then terminating the shock collars, and doing the off command.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. All right. So it stops, and the ape just kind of, picks himself up a little bit more.
Like,
Yeah,
what the hell just happened?
His head is down like this, and you hear him huff and chuff. He's trying to get your attention. Just going.
I'm gonna go over to this ape.
Okay, well, unless you know sign language, your Pip Boy is going to have to take over. But it's a simple thing because it's already been done. Once it's been done, if you're
Yeah.
since
You're
your Pip
welcome.
Boy, yeah, since your Pip Boys are tied together on the same network, you have everything that everybody else has. So
Yeah.
you activate the program that does sign language, and it will just translate what the ape is signing. So basically, the Pip-Boy is repeating itself. It's basically the ape is saying, "Thank you, thank you, thank you," and then there's a little bit, and he says, "Can you check on the bear?"
I will check on your friend.
And the bear's just limped over on its side. Its tongue is out of its mouth. You honestly can't tell if it's breathing.
Well, can I get one of those bots in here to check on it?
Yeah, you can. You basically just because somebody's already done that too. You basically just use your Pip-Boy and say veterinary medicine emergency, my location, and both of the robots, they're the hoverbots again,
Mhm.
come over. They pick the lock on the cage, and they look and they're like, code yellow, security to containment room, code yellow. And literally maybe 10 seconds later, 4 huge, really bulky robots come in. These things have like grenade launchers on the shoulders, cannon on one of the arms. I mean, this is like, if it were bigger, it would be like a mech, literally.
So
but they
these
come
things probably have replaced Bastion Prime.
They get into the room, and the veterinary bots explain that they have to cut the cage off so that they can get to the bear. So they cut the cage at the bottom of the bars and just pick up the entirety of the cage and set it somewhere else. The veterinary bots go in, and they're actually able to sew up the bear where he got hurt, and wake him up, give him like some pain relief and whatnot. The bear jerks up really quick, like he just got a huge shot of adrenaline, and then it tears off running, and you guys can't see where it goes, but it's running. But if you try and follow it, you see that it's running straight at Sparky, straight at him.
I'm going to chase that thing down.
You're what?
I'm going after it. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run after it.
Okay.
You do realize that I have a big ass bot that is just like comes to.
Well, I already rolled to run, and it's 11.
Hey, real quick. Okay. Hey, you're looking like you're tired over there. Is everything okay? I mean, you've been kind of quiet.
I'm sorry, what?
I was just saying, you were starting to look tired, and I was just wondering, you're not being very vocal. You're not really, I don't know if that's just your character who is like the strong silent type or what.
I guess that's part strong silent type. I've been coughing a bit, so. But he's probably just gonna stay with Sparky.
Okay.
Almost Sparky's going after the bear as well.
Sparky is busy hacking right now. So.
And I'm running after the bear.
Okay. Well,
I rolled.
You guys run off after the bear, but it's a lot faster than you guys are.
Well, I rolled for the run, and that was an 11.
Okay, so basically, you're running right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
But by the time you catch up to it, it's right there at the spider bot, and it stands up on its hind legs and swings a big paw at the big metal left paw, and just slaps the bot, and it goes spinning off on the floor. And it takes 2 steps, and it's right there in Sparky's face. And then 2 arms go right over him, and the bear lays his head on Sparky's shoulder.
Oh, that's cute, a bear hug.
Literally just, giving him a hug.
There, big guy. There. Pats him on the back.
He's licking your face, man. He's just really affectionate and really thankful. I mean, people say
Jason's like,
people say animals are stupid, but bears, I mean, they're just as smart as dogs. You know.
Jason is watching this, and I'm just like, he's laughing. Just like,
Yeah.
looks like he made a new friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a hell-
Flint's
it's
kind
a
of
hell
just
of a
going like,
friend.
Hey, Flint, do you have a friend who's a giant metallic half like a cyborg bear?
no, I don't, because I don't need one.
Well, basically, the bear's going to be following you around for a little while at least.
Just be like, I'm with this guy. This guy saved me.
You know, and it's a big black bear. I mean, black bears are huge. I know because I see them up here on the mountain so much.
Freaking huge.
So so where are you going from there?
Oh, go
It's
ahead.
been about an hour and a half now.
Just to preface, I'm gonna have to go in like 15 minutes. I'm sorry that I have to leave a bit early.
No problem.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
no
continue the
problem.
game without me.
You're still
can
welcome to come. You're still welcome to come back to next week's game.
No, I can.
Um,
I probably can.
okay. No, that's no trouble. Your character will still be with everybody else's, so you can't, you're not going to miss out on any experience.
All right.
So go ahead and just write down that you are going to be getting 1 advancement, basically getting 5 XP, and we can work that out before the next session.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Thank you.
Oh no, thank you, man. I mean, I love to see new people in my games. You know, I like to meet people and let them play what they want to play.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. You know, and if you ever want to play anything else, shoot me a message because I own pretty much most of the mainstream and a lot of the independent games. So if I don't have a game for it, then I can use like Savage Worlds or whatever to make the game, and it's never a problem. I'll even do solo games. Actually, Nestor ran a solo game for me last night. It was last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was last night.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was short, but it was a lot of fun. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that before you had to go. But actually, it's kind of a good stopping point right now. Well, I mean, the game is not supposed to stop until 10, but it's a good, it's a good place to stop.
Yay!
There's nothing threatening going on, so.
Yeah, I mean, we see the bear from practically dying.
I know that makes our friend across the pond happy.
Aye.
So everybody's going to get 1 advancement. That's 5 XP.
Okay, so
you can do that on your own, or you can do that right now. We prefer that you do it right now. That's just me. And I am bringing up the rules for that. I'm going to be adding a lot to the PDF for this game. So be looking for that. I'm going to be putting a lot more information on there.
Sure.
Because this mini-series gets into some pretty serious details.
Question: can I buy a language with?
Yes, you can. It's considered a skill.
Okay.
I'm gonna up my fighting to a D8.
What's your strength?
In that case, actually, I'm gonna up my strength by a D8 then, because my fighting's a D6, and my strength's a D6.
How do I do this?
Oh, you're gonna go ahead and do this now with us?
Yeah. I have
Okay.
like 5 minutes.
Do you have the free rules for Savage Worlds that I posted?
Yeah, I have that pulled up.
Okay. I'm just trying to find the page real quick. And it is. I'm almost there. Okay. It is on page 7. It says advancement.
Okay.
And it says for every 5 points accumulated, you are allowed an advanced. So every time you get an advance, you can do one of the following. You can get a new edge, increase one skill that is currently equal or greater than its linked attribute, or, and this one's a lot better, increase 2 skills that are currently less than their linked attribute. You can buy a new skill at a D4, or you can increase one attribute by a die type.
Okay.
Question: can I remove a hindrance with this?
What's that?
A hindrance. Can I remove with an advancement?
What hindrance would you want that to be?
The -1 toughness.
Why do you have a -1 toughness?
Because you put it there.
Well, yeah, but I need to know. I mean, I need to know the hindrance. What's it?
Yeah,
what's it called?
it's small, in parentheses major, and it says -1 toughness. That's it.
So it says small.
Yeah, small, and in parentheses major, and then -1 toughness.
Well, the problem with that is small just means that you're short.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're short.
I thought
you're short.
that-
You're short for a human. So
Oh no,
maybe
that's
you're
a good thing.
right at 5 foot or 4'5".
No, I'm thinking the whole toughness thing, but I'm over analyzing something. So
Alright.
how many knowledges? I mean,
Hey,
how many languages can I get with this
Hold-
advancement?
hold on just a second.
Mhm.
I want to help out. Mega here before he has to go.
Alright, I got the quick draw edge. The prerequisites are novice and agility a D8, which I have a D10 for.
Okay.
Does that all check out?
Yes.
Alright. And I'll be able to draw my weapon as like a bonus action.
Yep. Free action.
So I think that suits my character. Thank you for running the game, and I'll try to get in as many of this series as I can.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming to the game. Like I said, I always like new role players. So I really hope you can make it to all of Volok games, because I'm going to do a mini-series. When I'm done with the mini-series, I take about 2 weeks to design the next one. So it's 3 sessions in a row and then a 2-week break, basically. And I'll always have it listed on the one-shot groups.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
All right. Bye. Okay. I'm sorry. I knew he had to get it off the computer.
No problem. So with this advancement, I only get one language, right?
Yes, you would get a language at D4.
Yeah. I forgot on this area which one was more prevalent, either the Apache or the Navajo.
It's going to be the Apache. They both hate. They hate white people. I mean, the racism is disgusting.
Yeah, well.
But we would have an advantage if we knew the language, wouldn't we?
Yeah. That or have the pit boy translate for us, but I can't rely on the pit boy for everything, right?
Right. I mean, besides the fact, you have to wait for it to translate everything, and they might decide to attack while you're waiting for it to translate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm learning this new skill, which is a language called
Well,
Apache.
you can also get an edge called linguist.
Huh.
Your
What does that do?
your character has an ear for languages and a rare talent for recognizing similarities between them. A character with this edge starts with a number of languages equal to his smarts die and can make a smarts roll at -2 to make herself understood in any language or dialect she has heard spoken for at least a week.
That is
Oh,
very
okay.
useful.
I'm getting that edge. I
So,
actually have a smarts of a D10, which is
yeah.
4, 6, 8, 10. So 4 languages I can learn. Linguist.
Equal.
That's pretty good.
No, it's equal to your smarts die. What's
So
your
it's a-
smarts?
It's
So
a
what's your-
D10.
So you get 10 languages.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
That
So
can get really, really useful.
Well, I mean, you have to pick the ones that you know are going to be in the area. So
yeah. So
Apache-
I'm going with sign language.
sign language, yes.
Because
okay.
of the
Yes.
so he can pick like 10 different languages that he would think are most useful.
Yeah. Definitely Spanish, Navajo, Apache. If you go north of Wyoming, French. Once you start going north, there's a lot of French.
Navajo, Apache. Okay. Sign Navajo, Apache, French, Spanish, Spanish. I think there was Japanese. Japanese.
No,
But-
Chinese. Chinese. The Japanese were never really in that area. But
Okay, Chinese.
Yeah, Chinese were, because the Chinese were the ones that built the railroads.
Oh yeah.
So, and in Wyoming, there's a huge reserve, a huge reserve for the natives. It's huge.
I'm
Yeah.
tempted to instead of taking the strength, get that linguist edge.
So both of you will just be translators.
Well, I have
I
a
mean, it
smart
seems
stuff
most
too,
useful.
then.
Well,
So
you got to stick to your character concept, okay?
Mhm.
And the concept for Sparky is really easy. He loves to tinker around with things. So
Yeah.
the more knowledge he can get from anywhere, it helps him do all these crazy redesigns.
yeah,
And now that he has extra languages, there are more resources for him at hand. Yeah, it might help when you're wandering around and come across angry Apaches, but it also allows you to read books from other languages so you can read up on their tech.
yeah.
Makes
So
sense then.
I have Chinese and I'm putting Japanese, so that's 7.
German.
8.
Yes.
Yeah, German is one of those languages that if you learn it in Europe, then you can probably spend it, or you can probably understand all the different dialects there are within that area.
Yeah, so going with Italian next.
Good choice. Very good choice. Let's see. How many more do you have
1,
left?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more.
Okay, hold on. There's literally a section in here about language. Excuse me, you guys don't have this book.
Alright. Just cleaning up the character sheet.
Oh, that's nothing. That doesn't tell me shit.
So,
Yeah, it says the exact same shit as the player's guide. You've only got one more.
yeah.
Hey, baby girl. Hey.
I'm going to put in my home language that I actually know. So, putting in Romanian.
Yeah, there you go.
Why not?
So it's a bit closer to your character,
Yeah.
like you as a player.
Yeah. So I have my 10 languages right here.
All right.
I was thinking since Jason has since he has some cybernetics, there's probably one like on his head that's very noticeable. But he's
Well, here's the thing. You know, yeah, you're a cyborg, but it's all internal.
Mhm.
You look completely normal.
I mean, sure, he probably feels a bit different after that.
No, you feel fine. I told you nothing is out of the ordinary to you.
Mhm.
Nothing.
Except probably the faster than normal running that he just did.
You guys have been doing a lot of running, period.
Mhm.
And I mean, it's easy to say you've just gotten faster. You know.
But
'Cause
everyone else who knows me is just gonna be like they're just gonna be like.
No, they're not, because you got to remember, you guys are super soldiers.
Mhm.
So you guys advance and get stronger much quicker than a normal human would get, because normal people get 1 to 3 XP per game, and
We're getting like
I've been giving you 5 every session. That way, every session you improve, because you are supposed to be super soldiers.
Mhm.
Okay, I've got my 10 languages. Wow. I never thought I'd had a character that actually had 10 languages.
I had a Palladium character once that had 28 languages.
Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, every language that I listed here is like a D4 or something.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to have to look it up in the main book, because I'm not really sure how this book is falling apart. Okay. Yeah, it counts as a knowledge skill.
Okay, so it's at It is tied to my knowledge, but it doesn't say like I'm offered exactly the maximum, aka D10 automatically. It's a D4, right?
Yeah, they start all at D4s.
Okay, cool. So everything is at D4. I'm good with this. I can work with this. And
All right.
oddly enough, if you actually throw Romanians at me, I'm going to actually answer you in Romanian. Being there.
I have very low language skills unless it's English. I mean,
I know some Spanish and some French, but that's about the extent of my foreign languages.
I know a little bit of Chinese, and an even smaller amount of Japanese. I can understand German, but I can't tell you every word that they say. But just by hearing a sentence, I can kind of pick out what the actual meaning is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm glad that I did the sheet, and I'm going to head off to bed. See you guys later.
All right, man. Have a good night.
You too.
All right.
See you.
Bye.